great I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
Welcome to G5Jeff TV. If this is the first time on the channel, it's a pleasure having you on. Definitely listen to this video, listen to the prior content on the channel. If you like what you're hearing, definitely hit that subscribe button, become a part of the family. We got a great movement. We got great people on the channel. Big shout out to the two sponsors of the channel, my boy Fats Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And my boy Matt, definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, we got a big fight coming. Manny Pacquiao, the legend, versus Keith One-Time Thurman. It's going down July 20th, 2019. And they just had the press conference for this fight. And anywhere where Keith Thurman shows up, there's going to be an Errol Spence Jr. question. So somebody asked Keith Thurman, what about Errol Spence Jr.? This dude had a nerve to say, Keith Thurman that is, he had a nerve to say that the fight still needs to marinate. I'm like, what? Like, it need to marinate? Like, listen, I'm like, the only reason this fight need to marinate is because Keith Thurman don't got the juice no more. Spence Jr. got the juice. Like, Spence Jr. is the more popular fighter. Like, he would be the A-side in a fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Keith One-Time Thurman. And it kills me that Keith Thurman is doing this because he's one of my favorite fighters in the game right now. He's one of the guys that I like to listen when it comes down to fighters talking boxing. Like, he's one of the smarter guys in the sport. And it just kills me that he has lack of energy when it comes down to Spence Jr. Like, if he talks about Manny Pacquiao, he talking about he gonna end his career, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. When he talks about Sean Porter, he said he gonna do this, he gonna do that. When he talked about Danny Garcia, he's talking tough, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. But when they talk to Spence, he just get real soft, just Mr. Softy ice cream soft. Like, it just troubles me, man. Like, it troubles me. He shows no energy, no desire to make that fight. Point blank, period. And for that reason, and that reason only, I think Errol Spence Jr., he needs to hop in the ring on Keith One-Time Thurman if Keith Thurman wins this fight versus Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence Jr. needs to hop in that ring and get in Keith Thurman's face and ask him, why is he bitching? Why are you bitching? Why you act like you don't want this fight? It's a pay-per-view fight. It's a big payday for both guys, and the general public would get behind it. Not only would the hardcores get behind it, but the casual fans will get behind it because a lot of casuals know who Errol Spence Jr. is now, especially in the States. Bottom line is Keith Thurman just don't want that smoke. He do not want that smoke. And I'm a fan of Keith Thurman. If he wants that smoke, he got a weird way of showing it. He has a really, really weird way of showing it. He also said in the press conference that if he don't beat Manny Pacquiao, he would just retire. I don't like any fighter talking about retirement. Point blank. If a fighter's talking about retirement prior to the fight, you know the old saying, if you're talking about retirement, then you already retired. And we all know that Keith Thurman loves boxing, but he has other interests. Like, the Keith Thurman from 5 years ago is not the Keith Thurman right now. You know what I'm saying? He's a married man. He has other interests. He's had big fights. He's had big paydays. He looks, acts, and talks like a guy that's satisfied and content. He don't look, talk, and act like a guy that's hungry. Like, that's just what it is with Keith Thurman. For those reasons alone, I want to see Manny Pacquiao win this fight versus Keith Thurman, because I think Manny Pacquiao would have the heart to get in the ring with Spence before Keith Thurman will. But if Keith Thurman wins this fight, I expect to see Errol Spence Jr. inside of the ring, in his grill, and asking him what's up in front of everybody. See, they done had run-ins at press conferences, and they've sat next to each other at other fights and things like this and things like that. But When it comes down to it, Spence Jr. hasn't had a chance of getting Keith Thurman face after a fight in front of 20, 30,000 people where you putting Keith Thurman right there on the spot. I know that's not Errol Spence Jr.'s style. I know he's a laid-back guy, humble guy, but closed mouths don't get fed. And if Keith Thurman is a fight that Errol Spence Jr. still wants, then he needs to go in that ring if Keith Thurman wins against Manny Pacquiao, and he need to put the pressure on Keith Thurman, because at that point it would be a great pay-per-view between those two guys, and it would be worth the wait. Let's see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.